I don't know, some on YouTube Live, not really knowing what I want to discuss. And, the past 2 days I explained have been really stressful for me. But this morning I listened to Wayne Steiger. If you're all familiar with his channel, and if you're not, you really need to check him out. This guy's amazing. Anyway, he had a guest on last night. Her name is Warrior Princess. And I'm telling you, man, I freaking cried because this woman is running a food pantry. And in the year 2018, nobody should be hungry and no one should be homeless. And those are two topics that I'm really familiar with. Being a drug addict for as many years as I was homeless. I know what it's like to be hungry, and it's horrible. It's absolutely horrific that, again, in this day and age, people are hungry or lying on the side of the street. Who am I to ask you to donate money to Warrior Princess? But I am a PayPal account, but there's actually her address where she, like, Warrior Princess is giving you her first and last name. And if you watch some of her videos, she's legit. You gotta give. You gotta give in order to receive, right? So I think this is my way of trying to help, is spread the word. I know a lot of people, especially a lot of people that watch YouTube, were disabled, were out of work, were on drugs, whatever. But then there's a lot of folks who've got the means, and they can afford $5. They can even afford more than $5. When I was up in Patterson and drug-free, I would not give people money because I knew it was going to dope or crack or alcohol. But I surely would take them into a store and buy them food. Oh, yes, I would. Because, again, I know what it's like to be hungry. I'm going to tell you one quick story about my homelessness. I had a job. I was making over $1,000 a week cash. See, I got my coffee, right? Anyway, every dime went to the fucking heroin. My rent where we were living was so ridiculously cheap, right? In fact, we didn't even pay rent. We didn't. It wasn't part of the deal. We didn't have to pay rent. But my husband's partner, I guess, found out or assumed, or, whatever the case may be, that I was on drugs. We were asked to leave. And at that point, my husband and I were not legally married. Guys, I did. I lost my cigarettes. Alright, so anyway, being stubborn, and actually my husband too didn't want to be separated from me. So for, I believe it was 18 months, we were technically homeless. And my husband never did a drug in his. And I'm not religious, but son of a bitch, God, somebody sent me that man, because he stayed with me for 12 years during an on-again, off-again heroin addiction, and he never left my side, never. He always said he saw better in me. Well, at one point, we were actually in an abandoned building down by a river, And it was not a good place to be, nor was it safe. And we used to have to go to this place called Eva's for lunch. You know, food was horrific. I'm a very picky eater, so you know, the only thing I ever ate was the vegetables and probably the cake. My husband, when I first met him, had a body like, you know, he was built like a brick. And through my addiction and all the money going to the heroin, there was one point where my husband had lost so much weight, you know, that when I touched him here, it was just bone. And that really woke me up. It did. It really woke me up as to what I was doing to him. Still took me a couple of years to get off the fucking drugs, you know, but eventually we did go to a shelter. Last night was, these shelters are not free. I was from was they get you on the city welfare and you get like $140 a month, and the shelter takes that money, and then you get food stamps, and the shelter takes, I don't remember if it's all your food stamps or a portion of them. So staying at the shelter, you have no way to save money. It's I almost said it. It's a fucking trap. And what again, this is my personal opinion now, you know, don't quote me on this, but what I believe is that the system, that's what they want. They want people trapped. They want you on the system. I mean, I'm legally married now, and I'm on Social Security, and I get $560 a month. My husband gets the same. Who the hell do you know that can live on $1,000 a month? Nobody. You know, fucked up. And yeah, my channel's about chemtrails, but it's also about everything else that's going on in this world. And we need to wake up, and we need to start speaking out. We need to. Fucking enough is enough, man. Like, I know everybody who watches YouTube, and if anybody's watching me right now or does watch this video, not one of you can tell me that you've never seen a homeless guy or gal on the side of the road, you know, with a sign up, help me with whatever. And I'm not saying give them money. In fact, I don't recommend to give them cash. But you know what? Go in the store, get them some food, and hand them something to eat. What I normally do is I tell them what I'm living in Florida now, and although, you know, life at my brother's house is not the best, I'm 1,000 times today in a better place than I was 10 years ago. And I personally have come a long, long way. Just give me a minute. I can't believe I lost my cigarettes. Because I need to smoke, and I lit one when I got in the car, man. Anyway. Look, I found my cigarettes. No, I didn't. Oh my God. So, I'm gonna make this a short one. I don't even know where my old lady eyeglasses are. I don't know that anybody's even watching or chatting because I can't see anything. Yeah, show the live chat messages. I want to see if somebody's here. So, what the hell am I doing? My hand's in the way, sorry. Okay, so anyway, I lost me. Okay, so, you know, I was going to get into a bigger and personal story about myself, which definitely would make me cry. And I don't mind crying on camera. I know, because I'm full of emotions. And speaking of emotions, empathic is a good subject for another video. I realized about a year ago, empathic. I literally could walk past someone and feel their pain or, whatever. So I'm just asking you all, go check out Warrior Princess. I think my subscriptions do show up. If not, when I get home, I'll change my settings so you can see. Go subscribe to her. Check out some of the work this woman's doing, man. You got to give it to her. You got to give it to her. She's doing something. And again, she's got, doesn't have an easy life. So this is Skies Above. It's Sunday morning. I think I am going to record some of my skies today. Looks like we got a little harp action going on, but not too much. And maybe I'll be back later. Thanks, everybody. Have a nice day. Bye.